Jack Doherty is having the worst year of his life.
They just robbed me. They just took both my chains, bro.
And when people found out about this, they had some interesting comments. Now, of course, it's common knowledge that people hate Jack Doherty, especially for some of the antics he's pulled in the past. Much of that hate was well deserved. In fact, even I have clowned on Jack Doherty numerous times. But at what point is the hate a little bit too much? It's almost like the news of Jack Doherty is the equivalent of the public floggings of the past. A good example are these comments. Hope they don't get caught and deserved it. Maybe not the nicest thing to say, but something you would expect. But that is until we scroll a little bit further down on the page. We have this comment, and they didn't kill him. Shame. Really? You wish that people would have killed Jack Doherty, the annoying kid on the internet? But not only that, it got over 500 likes, meaning the people that want to see Jack Doherty dead are alive and well. Now, these weren't the only comments. There's also people talking about how he should fire his bodyguards, and we'll get to that. But I think if people knew the year Jack Doherty was having, they would give him a little bit of a break. Yes, it is fun to clown on Jack Doherty, but I think everything has its limits. In order for us to truly understand, we need to go over Jack Doherty's past year. Back in November, while he was streaming and driving in the rain, he crashed his McLaren. He was also reading his chat before he hydroplaned, so you could say this was deserved. Also turns out the car he crashed was $200,000. Now, not only that, but Jack had his cameraman in the car that got hurt. Now imagine driving, it's raining, and you end up crashing the car and hurting your friend in the process. You gotta feel terrible about what happened, regardless of who you are. Now, when Kick heard about this, they ended up banning Jack Doherty. So not only did you take a $200,000 L and hurt your friend in the process, but now you just lost a source of income. That's a pretty bad day. But unfortunately, it gets worse. A few months later, Jack Doherty was filming and ended up breaking his collarbone. I don't want to give Jack too much slack on this one because it was self-inflicted, but then I have to remind myself that this is essentially his job, to make silly videos for kids to watch. I don't know if anyone out there has broken their collarbone before, but I've heard the recovery process sucks. It's not like breaking your arm where you can have a cast on. You basically just have to sit there in misery until it heals. It's difficult to breathe, it's difficult to sleep. Your whole life is essentially affected. So basically, we lost our $200,000 McLaren, we hurt our friend, we lost a source of income, and now we just broke our collarbone. Hopefully, nothing else happens, right? Well, again, this is Jack Doherty's worst year. And what would be the knife in the heart at this point if something happened to someone you trust the most? That person for Jack Doherty was his girlfriend, McKinley Richardson. Now, these two have been dating for years. Jack even posted a mock wedding on his YouTube channel. I think it's safe to say Jack really counted on this relationship. And when you get to Jack's level, you kind of have an issue trusting people. Never really know someone's true intentions of hanging around you, because in the back of your mind, you think they're just trying to use you in some way to get what you have. But for McKinley, this was different. Jack really trusted her. But then even his own girlfriend left him.
As like my girlfriend called the cops on me to get all her stuff out. Insane.
Not only that, but McKinley called the cops on Jack in order to get her stuff out. Even if you're the worst person in the world, you gotta feel betrayed at this point. Jack had some moments of ranting to the camera that kind of made it sound like he would never trust someone again. But oddly enough, there was a part of Jack that really wanted McKinley to come back. The first week after they were separated, he was very careful about how he interacted with other females, just in case McKinley was watching and would possibly take him back. But McKinley's social media was a different story. Imagine being Jack, you're sitting at home, missing your girlfriend, hoping you guys can talk, and you see this on her page.
But look at you. Look how far you've come. You've faced your trauma.
Yep, looks like McKinley moved on. And on top of this, you have your gay brother making fun of you that your ex left you.
Wait, Jack, what were you saying about my boyfriend?
I mean, it's different because you guys, it's boyfriend and boyfriend. So at that point,
Are you like on like a relationship advice trend or something?
yeah. Don't fight with him. Don't let money ruin your relationship, right? Pay that 12 grand.
Alright,
You guys,
thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Alright.
Thank you.
He roasted Jack pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But to make matters worse, Jack couldn't afford the payment on the house anymore because McKinley was gone. Okay, let's pause for a second. This past year, Jack has crashed his $200,000 McLaren, hurt his friend in the process, broke his collarbone, lost his girlfriend, and now loses his $300,000 chain in Beverly Hills. That is, without a doubt, a bad year. Now again, Jack Doherty, I don't think he's a good influence. But at the same time, I don't think it's okay to wish someone dead that doesn't deserve it. But is it okay for us to be happy that his chain got stolen? I think we need to become the karma police. I think we need to look at a couple instances that happened a week before he got his chain stolen in order to find out if Jack deserved this or not. Let's look at the first instance. Now, about a week before Jack went to LA, he had a boat stream, and it didn't take long for things to get out of hand. People were paying attention, and they ended up steering directly into another boat.
No. Yo, find him.
Oh, yo, Jack, you gotta take the wheel.
Believe it or not, it feels like Jack is the only adult on the boat.
Jack, actually, no, oh.
Oh my god.
Not a good look for Jack Doherty and his crew. When the internet found out about this, we got some more mean comments. Maybe him losing his leg would flip on a switch for Jack Doherty, who knows? But overall, him crashing the boat, according to the karma police, -1 point. Now, if you guys are scared of crashing your boat and having a bad time, and by boat, I mean the YouTube nourishment time you're currently enjoying, consider subscribing, because I don't want you to have a bad time either. Let's get back into the video. Now, the next instance we, the karma police, have to look at is how he interacts with his friend. His friend is named Josh. He's also a content creator, and he has a disability. The only thing is he's very easy to provoke and often gets himself in interesting situations. Like, for instance, this person upset him, so he started hitting him. I don't know if Jack spending time with Josh is beneficial or not. I do think he got Josh a kick deal, which would set him up financially, which is definitely a good thing. But by Jack being himself, he's probably also being a bad influence on Josh. So I would consider this situation neutral. So far with our two situations, with Jack crashing the boat, as well as him befriending Josh, we come out at a -1, leaving his karma balance at a negative, which probably means maybe he did deserve this. Jokes aside, getting robbed is a traumatic event. Here's Jack retelling exactly what went down.
I get pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand, and I'm being pushed like this. Some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fight him off. And then next thing I know, Dave and 2 of the guys are there, and then one of the guys chasing me around the fucking street trying to get my watch off. So
You went fully across the street.
And then the other guy's like, nah, we got the chains. And then the other guy stopped chasing me.
It's safe to say this would suck for anyone. But one question that's still unanswered is why didn't the bodyguards stop them? There were numerous comments on this post talking about how Jack should fire his bodyguards and what actually happened. Well, this is the bodyguards' account of what went down.
I don't know, they pulled up, I heard the tires screeching, I was standing right here. And I just remember tackling one guy, and the guy you were talking about, I had him with my left hand. Then I seen the gun, and I had to hold up, I had to draw back.
That's tough. If you want to learn more details and clown a little bit on Jack Doherty on his year, check some videos out on your screen right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.